last night?
What?
Where were you last night?
I had to take the wife out.
Well, we're happy.
He's
you're
never on
back.
Motzei Shabbos. I'm never on Motzei Shabbos.
Ah, I got it. I didn't know that.
Okay, we ready?
I think we just lost Aaron.
Taking the White House tonight also.
He just joined again.
Aaron joining?
Oh, okay. I don't have my iPad on me.
No,
So
but
I just
Marchuk, one night a week for Shalom Bayis.
Hi?
One night a week for Shalom Bayis.
We here.
There
We
you
here.
Here we
there you
go. Udall. TY. Unmute. Mute.
What
Go.
was it?
We're doing Mem Daled today, so we did Mem Beis, Amud Beis, and Mem
Membeis. There was a lot yesterday, right?
Mem Beis, Amud Beis, and Mem Gimel.
So yesterday we said we start off with Membeis. Wine during the meal, each one makes their own bracha. After the meal, the wine after the meal, one makes a bracha on behalf of everybody, and the person who makes a bracha for all is also makes the bracha for the incense, right?
Right.
Then we had a Gemara. That was part of Mishna. Then we had the Gemara when many brachas are necessary on many cups of wine. The definition of Beis Shammai in the Mishnah, which said teiku, because we weren't sure what Beis Shammai was disagreeing with. If 10 decide to eat together, then that's considered like leaning, and only one would make a bracha, meaning even if they don't actually physically lean, right? We had said that if you lean, that makes it a set meal. But if you sit, then it's not a set meal. But we said if everybody says we're sitting together and eating, then it would be. Right, then Daf Yomi Berachos is the story of the students of Rav that they got said they didn't know brachas. Then we said if wine needs leaning in order to have one person say the bracha on behalf of everybody else, that was the question. Maybe wine does not need leaning. And then the third thing was during the meal, everyone makes their own bracha because otherwise they won't pay any attention because they're too busy eating and talking. Why the one who makes the bracha on wine also makes the bracha on besamim? That's because she's just the leader at that point. And then went to make a bracha on the incense, meaning before it starts smoking, after it starts smoking, and then the brachas on all types of besamim, atzei besamim and shemen, reach, toy, paperis, etc., etc. Then Amud Beis there is continuation of the halachas of besamim. Then we had the bracha that you make when you see new trees budding in the month of Nisan. Then we asked how you know that you make a bracha on besamim because kol neshama tahal kol, right? The neshama benefits from good smells, but it doesn't. The body does not. And we said young bachrim will have a good smell about them. And Hashem makes everyone do a parnasa that they can enjoy. A torch is considered like 2 people, and the moon is like 3 people when you're walking outside by yourself. What? I think any moon. It wasn't machalik. Yeah, I think so. I think a person should rather die than embarrass somebody in public. Bracha on oil and wine, which comes first. Then we said 6 things that a Talmud Chacham shouldn't do, and then some add 2 more to the mix. Fine, that's where we are.
How come Goyim
That's where we're at.
smell?
How come Goyim enjoy smell? Why not? They have a neshama. Just yeah. We are starting the Gemara now. Mem Daled and Aleph in the Mishnah. Okay. We're going to finish the parak now. This is the hardest parak in Brachos, Bez Hashem, and then we go on to this one is the hardest.
Really?
But this was the hardest, yeah. Okay, so Hevi Lefan of Meliach, Tchila, Upas Imai. So if they brought in front of him salty food, and he ate bread with it. So Mevarach ala Meliach, a Paiter is a pas. You make a bracha on the salty food, and you don't have to make a bracha on bread. Shapas tefel, because the pas is tafel to it. How do you say tafel? It's secondary to the. I'm sorry, the pas is secondary to the salt, which automatically anybody who remembers a little bit from the last few blot is that we said that bread always gets the priority, and here the Mishnah is saying that the salty food is the priority and not the bread. Same thing, but even real bread. We'll see in the Gemara, right? But here we're saying we're really saying 2 things. One, that bread could actually be the secondary food. That's one. And 2 is that there is this concept of a secondary food, meaning cereal and milk is your classic example, right? You don't make a bracha on milk. You just make a bracha on the cereal, right? Or salads or anything like that. You go with the ikar. Sushi is a big issue. right? Sushi is what's the ikar, what's the not ikar. But the bottom line is that all these things you make a bracha on the ikar, and that's it. Okay, so that's the first part. Zaklal, this is the rule. Kolshu ikar v'imay tefela. Anything that there's a main part of the food and a tafel is a secondary part of food. You make a bracha on the main part, tefela, and you make the other part your potter. You don't make a bracha, right? And if you were to make a bracha, I would think it's a bracha levatola, right? Yeah. So zog the Gemara. Is it possible that you could have something that's salty, is the main part, and the bread is secondary to it? Right? We always said that bread is the main thing. We're talking about with the fruits of ginoisa, which were so sweet that in order to eat them, you needed to put salt on it. Okay? So therefore, but meaning they were so chashuv, the peres ginoisa, which is around in the Tveria area, right? So, right, from the Kinneret, they're so chashuv, they're so sweet and so chashuv that they're actually more chashuv than bread. Okay, but it happens to be, so that's what the Gemara's answer is, but it does happen to be that we paskin that bread can be considered a tafel. If, for example, you drink schnapps, right, and to get that burning taste, the way they say to eat bread, then you would not make a bracha on the bread, right? If you want to chase the drink with bread, then you would not make a bracha on bread. Even though Mishnah says not to do it, but the ikar halacha is there. The bread is only secondary to the schnapps. Same thing with crackers with herring, right? If you don't want to take a fork, you just put the cracker into the herring. So then you're really only using the cracker as a fork. So therefore, you don't make a bracha on the cracker, just on the herring. So you're going to eat the cracker with the herring.
Does that work for a hot dog and a bun?
Does it work for a hot dog and a bun? No, because a bun is part of what you want. No, isn't a hot dog and a bun that's part of the food? Now you're right. I don't know. In that situation, you're right. I don't know what's with any sandwich. The main thing is the meat, not the bread. But there we have the rule that when a bread is part of what you like to eat, so then for sure the bracha goes on the bread and not on the meat. What are you saying?
What about an ice cream sandwich?
Oh, very good. What about an ice cream sandwich?
It's all about the ice cream.
There you go. I think it's tough to say that you make just a mezainis is hard to say because
there's more ice cream. There's more ice cream.
It doesn't have to do with more. You could have a pastrami sandwich that's really fat. There's more pastrami than the bread. You're going to make a bracha on the bread.
What about pastrami wrap?
So what about
That's
cookies
why
and
we
cream
eat an ice cream sandwich after the Shabbos meal, so that you don't have to have this question.
One second, Lando. You never eat an ice cream sandwich without a meal. I hear you.
Nope, not allowed. Only after the Suda.
Hold on.
That's what my wife told me.
I had this on from before. Hello?
Yeah.
Now the whole thing got muted. Oh, you guys messing me up.
I'm telling you, everything okay? You're sitting up tonight.
Yeah, it's still early.
No,
still early.
Connected.
Give me a little bit. As the night goes, I go horizontal.
Did I get muted?
No, we hear you.
We hear you.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, we hear you.
Can't
We
hear
hear
you.
you.
Okay, I got to put it back on.
What's that? What?
Hey, Naftali Liner.
I'll go to here. That's it.
Liner, I lost my appetite.
I lost you there now. Okay, forget it, Naftali. Yeah, hello?
Yeah.
All right, no, I
Hit the
had my
mute button
Bluetooth on
Liner.
from before. I had my Bluetooth on before, but
Now we lost the video.
yeah, no, we're all good. Okay, I'm on my regular phone, so texts come in, so I have to get rid of them. Anyways, yeah, so that's the situation with that. Now, ice cream sandwich, I think most places can say you make two brachas on the ice cream sandwich, right? One mezainis and one shahakal. With all these things, you want to get out of it, so you make a mezainis and something else, and a shahakal and something else. A tuna wrap, it's bread. If you go with that, it's bread. So anytime there's bread that's part of the food, then the bracha goes on the bread.
So even though you're just holding it together, and
Yeah. Okay, weiter. Okay, now the Gemara says a bunch of strange stories about Amirayim eating lots of fruits. I'm sorry, it's Amar Rabba Barachana When we went after Rav Yochanan to eat the peres genoisa, when we had 100 people going to the fruits to eat the fruits, so each one got 10, right? Each one got 10. Meaning the place was giving off so much fruit that when we had 100 people, each person got 10. And when we had 10 people, each one got 100. Yeah? Each one of those 100 would hold like a basket of 3 saw. Right? So meaning it's an extreme large amount of fruits. And he ate so much of Yochanan, and then he swore that he didn't taste anything, meaning he was so happy with the food. He ate so much, he then swore that I didn't even eat. So when it says, Ziyuna Sagladach, does it mean that he didn't eat? How could it be? He ate. So what it means is meaning he's not satisfied. Right? He was not satisfied, meaning it wasn't satisfying him because it was so good. You know what I'm saying? When you eat a good food, you just want to keep eating and eating and eating. So that's what it was for Rabbi Yochanan, the Peres Genoisa. Rabavo ate so much of it until he had his forehead was so, his pores were oozing out with this stuff that flies couldn't even land on him. They just slid right off his body, right? Okay, I don't understand. Obviously, there has to be deeper meanings to these Gemaras. For Rav Ami Ravasi have achli ad the nosar mizayu, and Rav Ami Ravasi would eat it until how did he touch this? I forgot already. Nosar mizayu.
Till his hair fell out.
Fall out.
Till his hair fell out. Is that what they say? Yeah. Yeah. Rav Shimon Gamliel have achli ad the morid. Shimon Gamliel ate it until he lost his mind. That's how much. Obviously, these fruits are really good. That yeah. V'amar Rabbi Yochanan l'dvei Nesiya. Yeah. Okay. V'amar Rabbi Yochanan l'dvei Nesiya v'hava meshadalei Rabbi Yehuda Nesiya ba'lushay abasrei u'ma'isle leveise. And Rabbi Yochanan went and the Rabbi Yochanan told the Bnei Nesiya and would send after people after Rabbi Yehuda Nesiya to find him and bring him home. Yeah? Meaning he got lost. He got lost and delirious. And I had to send somebody after him to get him to come home. Yeah? There was a city that belonged to Yanai Melech, Bahara Melech, and Hara Melech, they would take out 600,000 baskets of tris, is a type of fish, a small type of fish, for those that were cutting down the ta'anim, right? That's how many people they need. That's how many fruits were going on. From one Friday to the next Friday, meaning that's how big a production it was. So that 600,000 barrels of fish were necessary to feed these workers, right? There was one tree to Yanai Melech, Bahara Melech, in the Har HaMelech, in the mountain of the Melech. Mimeno Arbaim saw goizlois, 40 saw of goizlois, Mishalish brichos b'chaydish, from 3, how do you touch this? Brichos is, Rashi says,
40 saw of young pigeons,
right.
From 3 different broods.
Yeah.
I don't know what broods are.
Meaning 3 different, how do you call it? That's not, no, it's like cycles.
3 times a month they would remove 40
from flocks. It's like flocks
from the tree.
Yeah, yeah. Meaning there were so many trees, right? That's what it was.
From the tree, one tree.
Correct. Yeah, I'm saying there was so, but I'm saying there was so much that's the abundance that there was. Okay. There was a city in Eretz Yisroel, and Gufnis was the name. there were 80 pairs of male Kohanim married to 80 pairs of sisters. Okay? Yeah? Meaning the two brothers married two sisters, 80 pairs of this. Right? And they checked from Surya to Arnon, they never found anything like this. Right? And except for the daughters of Rav Chisda, who married Rami Bar Chama and Mar Ukva Bar Chama. Even though she was a Kohen, being a Bas Kohen, they were not. That's the most that they could find of another scenario like this. Yeah. Okay. Whatever that's supposed to mean. Okay. Amar Rav, Kol Suda Shem B'Melech Ein a Suda. Rav says any meal that does not have salt is not considered a Suda. Amar Rav Chia Bar Abba Amar Rav Yochanan, Kol Suda She'ein Ba Shrav Ein a Suda. Any Suda that doesn't have soup, right? It's some sort of soup. That's what Rashi says. Then that's also not considered a Suda, right? I always try and say, why do we need to have soup? Who wants soup? You know what I mean? Just give us the main course. But no, everybody says you gotta have soup.
Soup is awesome. Soup is awesome.
Seems like the world agrees with you and not with me.
Yeah.
Right? Every major meal has got to have a soup, right? And I say rather cut to the chase. But hey, whatever, right? Okay. So that's that. Zog the Mishnah. Next Mishnah. There's an interesting machlokes here. So if you eat grapes, figs, pomegranates, you make the bracha afterwards. Shalosh brachas. Shalosh brachas means, like we've discussed, not Hamichya. No, shalosh brachas is birchas hamazon. Now, how come it's not 4 brachas? Because the last bracha, toiva meitiv, right? It was added on later midrabanan. The first 3 brachas are deraisa, right? So he held that after eating fruits, you need to make birchas hamazon. Bracha achas me'en shalosh. Chachamim say you only make ala michya, right? Or ala peiros, which we'll see. Rav Akiva Omer afilu achas shelak. Even if you eat cooked vegetables and that's your food, then you also say birchas hamazon. Right? Another interesting opinion. Hashoysa mayim l'tzimoi. Right? This is a famous thing.
What's the definition of
That's your food. I mean, basically, I think he's saying anytime you have a meal.
Even if it's a snack, he's saying?
No, I don't know.
Full, you
No,
a meal.
I don't know if it means you're full. It means that you're eating that as your meal.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know what he would say by snack. I don't know what he would say by snack. I don't know. Meaning, if that's what you eat, if you eat soup, if you're no, but you are.
So he's saying if you ate it and you're satisfied.
Well, that goes with all these cases. You have to be satisfied, right? Yeah. Right. Hashoysa mayim l'tzimoi. If somebody drinks water for thirst, you make a bracha shahakol. That's if you drink for thirst, right? Rav Tarfon, we'll discuss it in the Gemara. Rav Tarfon, borei nefashos rabis v'chesronon, right? Who created all the nefashos and what they're missing. Et cetera,
Why
et
else?
cetera, right?
Why else would you drink the water?
For medication. The Gemara is going to discuss it, but let's say medication, or if you're choking, or something like that. But by the way, this borei nefashos rabis v'chesronon is not bracha achrona. Rav Tarfon is saying that this is the bracha rishona. Okay. Got it? So we'll see in the Gemara how this is. Okay, so my time in the Gemara, why does Rav Gamliel say that you have to say birchas hamazon on fruits? Eretz Yisroel, meaning, but only the fruits, meaning the seven minim of Eretz Yisroel. My time in the Rav Gamliel, Eretz Eretz asher lo b'maskenos toicha b'lechem. It says a land of chita saira, like we had that pasuk, and then it says a land that they're not missing anything, right? They're not missing any bread. Yeah?
I don't even know where we are.
Yeah, we good? And then it says, and you eat, and you're savata, and you bench to Hashem. So clearly in the same pasuk, it's saying when you're eating fruit, and you're satisfied, then you have to say birchas hamazon. Rabbanon, so now what are Rabbanon who say you only say al-michya? What do they do with this pasuk? Eretz hefsek inyan. Eretz splits it, right? So therefore, it's the achal v'savat is not going on the fruits. Rabbi Gamliel nami eretz hefsek inyan, but Rabbi Gamliel is going to say the word eretz also stops it. So how come he's saying v'chalta v'svota goes back on the fruits if the word eretz blocks it? No, that's coming to exclude somebody who chews on wheat. So somebody who chews on wheat, Rav Gamliel is saying then he would not have to make a birchas hamazon. Yeah. Amar Rav Yaakov Bar Idi, Amar Rav Chanina, Kol Shul Mechameshes Aminim B'Tchilim Mevarach L'Bayir Aminim V'Zayin, so L'Sai Bracha Achas Mitzalash. If you're eating one of the 5 grains, then you make Bayir Aminim V'Zayin in the beginning, and at the end you make a Hamichya. Amar Rabba Bar Mari, Amar Rav Yeshua Ben Levi, Kol Shehu Meshivas Aminim B'Tchilim Mevarach Bayir Priya Eitz, L'Sai Bracha Achas Mitzalash. If you're eating one of the 7 types of fruits, so then you make Bayir Priya Eitz, and Bracha Achas Mitzalash you make Al Ha'etz. What is this bracha achas min shalosh? Amarlei aperi de'etz al ha'etz, right? On the fruit of a tree, you say al ha'etz val priya etz val tnuas asada, right? And things and the growth from the field val eretz chemda toivu rechava, and on the land that's loved and it's wide and broad shein chatel avesenu, that he gave to our forefathers, to eat from its fruits and to be satisfied from its goodness. So right? And then he says, right? Yeah. So now, so that's basically the lashon of Hamichya, which is a short version of Birchas Hamazon. Right. So Michtam v'may chasim. The Gemara says, okay, what are you using at the end, right? Meaning, how are we signing off? How are we sealing off this bracha? Ki asar avdimi, amar Rav chasim v'resh chaydesh baruch mekadosh yisrael v'rashi chadashim hachamai. So on Resh Chodesh, right, and most of we say mekadosh yisrael v'rashi chadashim, which we're combining 2 things, right? Which we'll see later on later in the Gemaras, later in the Masechta, that you can't necessarily combine 2 things. But on Rosh Chodesh, we say Mekadosh Yisrael, Rosh Chodesh, like Hashem made Klal Yisrael holy, and also Rosh Chodesh. So Hachamai here in Hamichya, can we combine it also? Rav Chisda Amar Ala Aretz V'Al Peiroseh. So he says yes, you can say on the land and on its fruit. Rav Yochanan Amar Ala Aretz V'Al Peiros. You don't say Al Peiroseh, you say on the land and its fruit. Amar Rav Amram V'Loi Pligin. There's no machlokes. Halon v'Halahu. One is talking about us, and one is talking about them, meaning in Eretz Yisroel. So in Eretz Yisroel they say one way, Peiroseh, and by us we say Ala Peiros in Chutz La'aretz. They're going to eat, and we're making a bracha. Meaning, why? Right, Rashi says Al Peiroseh Eretz Yisroel l'chudakai. Right, we're making a bracha for. If we're not eating Israeli fruit, we should make a bracha for those on in Eretz Yisrael. So
we're also going to be eating from them also. No?
Correct.
So what are we going to do in case we're eating from their fruits?
Right. So do we say their bracha or do we say our bracha? Ella epach, switch it. Right. Rav Chisda Amar Al Aretz V'Al Peiros. Rav Yochanan Amar Al Aretz V'Al Peiroseh. No, because Rav Yochanan is the one saying Rav Yochanan was in Eretz Yisrael, so the one who's in Eretz Yisrael says Al Peiroseh. Yeah. Okay, that's it, right? So that's the way we pass on Lamai. So when you eat Peiros of Eretz Yisrael, you say V'Al Peiroseh, right? Meaning, if you're in Eretz Yisrael and you're saying you have Israeli fruits, that's Al Peiroseh. Yeah, fine. Amar Rav Yitzchak Bar Avdimi, right on the base now. Amar Yitzchak Bar Avdimi Mishum Rabbeinu Al Habeya, which is interesting that the Gemara is spelling it that way, right? Normally spells it Beitza and we pronounce it Beya. Here it's actually writing it Beya, right? So on an egg, Balmine Kufra, which is types of meats, Betchila Mavara Shakal and Besaibar and nefashos Rabbis. In the beginning you say Shakal or Shehakol, and at the end you say Bar nefashos. Ava Yarka Loy. This is we're Simon on tonight. This is right up his alley. Ava Yarka Loy. There's no brachas on vegetables. Right? No bracha achrona on vegetables. Meaningless. Now, I'm not sure if it means no bracha, right? What? There's no bracha achrona. No, bracha rishona you got to make because you're being nana from it. There's no bracha achrona on this, right? And you can't say that it means, like we said before, that say borei nefashos, because here we are talking about borei nefashos. Right? A few blot ago, we said there's no bracha. We said there's no bracha ala Hamichya, but there is bracha borei nefashos. Here, when he says no bracha, there's no bracha because vegetables, no comment on the vegetables, yes? But that's clearly what the Gemara is saying here. Even vegetables, but on water, no bracha achrona. Even on water. Right, so Rav Yitzchak bar Avdimi, Marzutra did like Rav Yitzchak bar Avdimi, and Rav Simi Barashi did like Rav Yitzchak. The simon is the one with one name did like the one with two names, and the one with two names did like the one with one name. So that's how you remember who did what, right? Okay. Yes. Samar Avashi. Ano zimna dochim et karna avidna kakulu. Right? I remember that we did like everything. We did it on everything, meaning we made brachas on everything like Rav Papa. On water, on vegetables, everything.
We're not cool if we did it like that. Otherwise,
no, Rav Papa held you make a bracha on everything.
Right. That means we're not of it cool.
What do you mean?
We're not with like Rav Papa.
Anyway, we made a bracha on.
We made brachas
on everything, which is like Rav. No, you can't make like no. The kula we made brachas on everything, which means that we hold like Rav Papa, right? Tanan kol shetam bracha la'acharav, tam bracha lefanav. Anything that's going to need a bracha achrona is going to definitely need a bracha rishona, meaning the bracha before. But yesh tam bracha lefanav, ain't tam bracha la'acharav. And there are some things that get a bracha before, but they don't get a bracha after. Bishlam of the Rav Yitzchak bar Avdimi lafuke yarka. So according to Rav Yitzchak bar Avdimi, it makes sense because that's going to be vegetables, right? Because vegetables, we're saying you make a bracha rishona, you don't make a bracha achrona because there's not that much satisfaction. The Rav Yitzchak lafuke maya. And according to Rav Yitzchak, comes to exclude water, which also you make a bracha rishona but not a bracha achrona. El Rav Papa lafuke maya. According to Rav Papa, what is it coming to tell you? Right? Rav Papa seems to say everything requires a bracha rishona, bracha achrona. So you say lafuke mitzvahs. It comes to exclude mitzvahs, where mitzvahs you make a bracha before, you don't make a bracha after, which is quite an interesting thing when you think about it, right? For eating, we make a bracha before, we make a bracha after. Mitzvahs, we do not make a bracha after, we just make a bracha before, right? So, what? So what is the difference? I don't know either. I think it's just that it's for satisfaction, physical satisfaction. That's the only thing I could think.
Satiation.
What?
Yeah, no, I was going to say the same thing. Satiation.
Yeah, it's a physical. Yeah, that's what I think. Now, right, in Bnei Marava in the West, when they took off the tefillin, they made this bracha, right? Lishmar chukov, that we watched Hashem's laws, meaning by wearing tefillin. Lafuke mai. So according to them, what does it come to exclude? Lafuke rechani. It comes to exclude. Like we said yesterday, smelling. Yeah, fine. Now, if anybody's pro eggs, this is the Gemara for you. Amar Rav Yanai, Amar Rav, Kolshu kibetza. Anytime we say that you have to have like the amount of an egg, betza taiva menu, an actual egg is better than it, right? Yeah, the egg is actually be better for you if you have the physical egg as opposed to eating another food with the measurement of an egg. It's better beya, an egg that's magulgal, which is roasted, right? From 6 kaisa sulta, so 6 lug of sulta, of flour. So he's saying anything, he has another measurement. I read that, I did a run-on sentence there, I'm sorry. Right, from 6 matvisa is, what do you call it? 6 roasted ones is better than 4 cooked ones. And anything that's the size of a bay is better than it, except for meat. Okay, whatever it is, they're very pro eggs. That's what the Gemara is saying. Eggs seemingly are healthy. I don't know what the cholesterol people do with this Gemara. Yeah. Fine. So Rabbi Kiva so we said Rabbi Kiva says even if you eat cooked vegetables, you make birchas hamazon on it. Is it possible? Right? Akiva, this is what you're asking basically. Is it possible that cooked vegetables can actually satisfy you? We're talking about the stalk of a kruv. Right? So I guess that will fill you up. Yeah. Tchol, spleen.
What's a kruv? What's a kruv?
A kruv is some sort of leafy vegetable, right? Cabbage. You're saying cabbage? Article says cabbage. No, kelach is a stalk. Kruv is cabbage. Okay. Tchol, spleen, yafel l'shinayim is good for the teeth. The kosher l'shinayim is bad for the stomach. What?
Okay.
What's the problem? Doesn't it says different like that?
No, it's just some good and bad.
Krishin, which I think is karti, which Rashi says karti, that's leek. That's what they say?
No, Christian.
Leek or cress, or I don't know what they say.
Leek.
Leek? Fine. Yeah, I thought you gotta be quicker on the draw, man.
I'm
Krishin, yeah. Kosher l'shinayim.
What did he say?
They're laughing at you. Sorry. He's following in the Hebrew, so good. It's hard for him to find in English. That's good. I'm happy about that. Yeah. Yeah. Creature. No, you should. No, you just put your finger on it and it gives you. It pops up.
No, it's great.
All right. Cretion. Anyways, cretion is cartoon.
Maybe if he stops staring at you, then you can actually follow along.
Yeah. He can't hear now because it's on my Bluetooth, so you can only make fun of Naftali when it's on loud. So save it for tomorrow.
I'll have to save it for later.
Yeah. Cretion. He said if you'd stop staring at me, then you'd be able to find it. Cretion. Yeah, so leek is kosher l'shinayim v'yofen l'b'nayim. It's good for the teeth. I'm sorry, it's bad for the teeth, and it's good for the stomach. Yeah? So kol yerek chai moirik v'chol kotan makten. I'm sorry, kol yerek chai moirik. Any yerek chai moirik. It's how do you say this? Takes away the yes, it makes your face look no good. Right? Raw vegetables make your face look no good. Yeah. You ever see what do you call it? I don't want to say. No, what do you call those people that don't eat meat?
You never saw
vegetarians. Do you see vegetarians or vegans have any sort of shine to their face whatsoever?
Nothing.
This is the Gemara for that.
They're the most unhealthy looking
Stand
people.
down. Stay away from the vegetables.
There you go.
I know. I can't get much uglier, right?
Yeah. The chol katan maktin. And if you eat, Lena, this one's for you. Yeah, chol katan maktin. Yeah, if you eat something that's small that didn't grow all the way, then you're also gonna not grow. Yeah. Chol nefesh.
What are you trying to say?
I'm not trying to say anything. I was just preempting you talking about yourself. Yeah. Chol nefesh. For me, it wouldn't be so bad if I ate something small. Chol nefesh, meishav a nefesh. Right, and anything that's raw, right? But they grew properly, then it's gonna return your nefesh to you, meaning it's gonna be good. V'chol karav l'nefesh meishav es nefesh, and anything that's karav l'nefesh, which the Gemara is gonna say what that means. Yeah, meaning it's gonna be something near the heart, then that's gonna be good. Meishav es nefesh will be good for the heart. Kruv l'mazon u'tradin l'rafua. Kruv is for eating, and tradin is for refuah. And woe is to the house that the lefes is a turnips, right? We had that a lot, went through it. Yeah? Anyways, this mimer of Chazal is not so pro vegetables. That's the bottom line. What? I have no idea what's wrong with turnips. I don't know. That's what the Gemara says. Yeah? Fine. Omar Mar. Now the Gemara goes through this whole brisa and explains it. So the spleen is good for the teeth and bad for the stomach. So what should you do? So what you do is chew it and then spit it out. Like this, it doesn't go into your stomach. So your stomach won't be affected, and it's good for the teeth. So you chewed it, so it's good. Right? Krishin, what do you say? Leek, is bad for the teeth but good for the stomach. L'shaklinu v'navlinu. So just swallow without chewing, right? Then you're good. I guess a smoothie. Yeah. Kol yarak chai moirik. Any raw vegetable takes away the shine of your face. Amar of Yitzchak b'suda rishona shall achar hakoza. It's talking about the first meal after you had bloodletting. Yeah, meaning it's only a problem then. Amar of Yitzchak kol oichel yarak kaidem arba shoyis also l'saper imenu. Anybody who ate vegetables before 4 hours into the day, you can't talk to him. Right? My timer, mishum recha. Why? Again, the Gemara says, we had this last week, because of the reach. He's going to give off a smell. Right? I think it means, and then that smell will affect you. Doesn't say smell breath.
It's referring to onions, no?
What?
It's referring to onions, no?
It says it's going on. It's saying it's going on vegetables. Doesn't say. It just says yerek.
It's saying in the bottom that
yeah, go ahead.
If someone who ate vegetables 4 hours within 4 hours into the day, they emit a smell that's harmful for people who have empty stomachs. People don't eat
before 4 hours, right? Well, it's going to be but that's okay. But I don't know. I don't know what this means exactly. But fine. But Rav Yitzchak also allowed him sheyachol yerek chai kadem arba shoyis. And Rav Yitzchak said that you're not allowed to eat raw vegetables before 4 hours in the day. Ameimar Marzuch Rav Ashi Havayasvi. So Ameimar Marzuch and Rav Ashi was sitting. I see come out yerek chai kadem arba shoyis, and they brought them fresh vegetables before 4 hours in the day. Ameimar Rav Ashi achol. Ameimar Rav Ashi ate it. Marzuch lo achol. Marzuch didn't eat it. Amru lei my daitach. So they said to Marzutra, what's your das? Why didn't you eat it? Tam Rav Yitzchak kol ochel yerek kadem arba shoyis also l'saper imenu mishum recha. Right? Are you saying that the reason why you're not eating it is it because Rav Yitzchak said that you're not allowed to talk to somebody who ate vegetables before 4 hours? And us, we're eating it and we're schmoozing. We hold like a different thing that Rav Yitzchak said. Rav Yitzchak also that it's also for a person to eat yerek chai before 4 hours. Right? Correct. Yeah, he can schmooze with them, but he can't eat it. Fine. Kol cotton maktin. Any small thing will make you small, or I don't know if it means make you small. You just won't grow. Yeah.
Well, it's pretty funny because there's another Gemara in Bamitzia that Marzucha didn't eat for a different reason.
Oh yeah, what's that Gemara?
I don't know. It's someone else Matthias.
I don't know. I don't remember, but you find it out. What?
I'll find it out.
Okay, good. Please do. Very good. So Amar Rav Chisda, right? Rav Chisda said, "Afilu gadya barzuza," even a gedi that's fatty, right? That's worth a zuz, meaning it's so fatty that it's worth a zuz. If it's not fully grown, then it's also not healthy for you. You're not gonna grow. The less pay river. How about this pay river? Less lamba. That's only if it's not a quarter of the way.
Yeah, I got it.
Right, it's only a quarter of the way, right? But if it's grown a quarter of the way, then there's no problem. Yeah, what is it?
It's that Marzutra, they came to like an orchard, and he I think like the Bar Isak brought out pomegranates and dates.
Oh, and he didn't eat, right?
Yeah, he didn't eat.
Yeah, but why not? Was that because of chashash of eating?
Maybe because the truma.
Right, trumas and maestros.
Yeah, it could be that.
Okay, very good. That's a good tushta. Yosef, you got to come up with a shtickle Torah about that. Yosef, you got to come up with a good shtickle Torah about it. Figure out what the connection is. Got to be a connection. Yeah, very good. Kol nefesh meishav nefesh, right? Anything that's from the nefesh will calm down the nefesh. Amar Papa filu gildani de beigili, right? Even how do you say this? Small fish. I don't know. Is this again? Are we back to what was the name? Sardines or anchovies? Yeah. Yeah, meaning they fully grown. They're tiny fish, but they're fully grown. So then that's okay, right? Kol akar of the nefesh meishav is the nefesh. Anything that's close to the heart also calms down the heart. Amar Rav Acha bar Yaakov, unka, right? So that's the neck. Right? Rashi says it's the neck close to the makom shchita, and that's close to the heart. Amar le Rav Lashame ki maisis li umtza de bistra tarach maisis li mechen de makarev lebei baruch. Yeah. When you bring me a piece of meat, umtza de bistra is like a piece of meat that he's gonna juicy piece of meat. Be matriach and bring it from where it's close to where you make the brachas from. Meaning, I mean, obviously an animal doesn't make a bracha, but from the throat, from the neck, in that area. Kruv lamazin and trodin l'refuah. So kruv is satisfying and trodin is refuah. Kruv lamazin in l'refuah loy. Does that mean kruv is satisfy you, but it's not good for refuah? Vatanya shisha dvarim merapin es achayim b'chalya. Refuah and refuah. There are 6 things that heal a person, and its refuah is a valid refuah. Velu and kruv. Utradin, umesisin, dvash, v'keva, v'haras, v'yaseres hakavit. Some of the stuff sounds pretty nasty, right? Mesisav is what? That's some sort of cooked
Water, dry
penny. I don't know, what is pennyroyal? What is that? Rashi says pulley oil. Pulley oil. Okay, whatever it is. Dvash is honey. Okay, that's fairly normal. Keva is the stomach of the
And
animal.
the homeopathic medicine books, pennyroyal is a big zach.
Oh yeah? Okay, there you go. This is the Gemara backs that up. It's like a vegetable? What is it?
It's a
No idea.
plant. It's a plant.
It's a plant?
Yep.
I
It's
hear.
a flower.
Okay. Flower. And then you just eat it raw? Okay. No, Rashi says it's maces and you eat it, you boil it up. Right? It's a cooked food from that. Okay. Keva is the stomach, Heres is the uterus, Yiseres HaKaved is the diaphragm. So you see, whatever it is from here, you see kruv is for refuah. The Gemara seems to say that kruv is food and not refuah. Elaim kruv afla mazin, right? Kruv is even for mazin, meaning not only does it heal you, it also will feed you. Woe is to the house that a turnip goes through it. It's not true. If you see a turnip in the street, right, a lift of a shukah, a turnip in the shuk, in the marketplace, don't tell me what are you going to wrap your bread with, because of course I'm going to put a turnip in there. So what do you mean? So how's the Gemara saying that woe is to a house that doesn't have turnips? If turnips are obviously very good. Amar Abaya, mibli basa. That's talking about without meat, right? But when you cook the turnip with meat, then it's good. Rava Amar mibli yayin. Rava says without wine. Itma Rav Amar mibli basa, but Shmuel Amar mibli eitzin. Rav says it's without meat, and Shmuel says it's without wood, right? Meaning you didn't cook it, you didn't put enough wood in the flame, so it didn't cook well. Rav Yochanan Amar mibli yayin. Amar le Rava le Rav Papa Sudni anan tavrinan la bebisra v'chamra. Right, Sudni is what do you call it? I mean, a guy that's a beer guy, a guy that likes beer, right? Anan tavrinan la bebisra v'chamra. We break it literally, meaning we eat it with meat and wine. And you, the loy nefashos l'chamra b'maisavri. So you don't have too much wine because you're beer people. What are you going to break it with? Meaning, what are you going to eat it with? Amalei, it's tzivi. We're going to eat it with tzivi. How do they type tzivi? Wood? Yeah. Then they're going to cook it well. When the daughter of Rav Papa, the wife of Rav Papa, she broke it into 80 different pieces. Yeah? Fine. And that I think what that is that takes away the, by breaking it up, Rashi says, right?
So you burn another 80 large logs under the fire.
Right, in order to break up the, what do you call it? The sharpness. Yeah, I think it means the sharpness. Right? Fine. Lost the place. Tanarabana, dog cotton meliach, a small salty fish. Sometimes it could kill if you eat it on the 7th day that it was salted, or on the 17th day that it was salted, or on the 27th day that it was salted. And some say on the 23rd day. We only said this by if it's, how do they touch matfi? That's
Roasted or not
roasted, meaning it's not fully roasted, right? Roasted, they say, or cooked.
So it's roasted or not roasted, i.e. it's partially roasted.
Okay, so roasted means without water. Yeah. Aval matvi shaper. Aval matvi shaper less than, but if it's cooked properly, not cooked, they're saying roasted properly, then there's no problem. Loy matvi shaper, and when it wasn't fully cooked, loy amar and ela deloy shosa basrei shikhr. That's only when you didn't drink some beer afterwards. Aval shosa basrei shikhr less than, but even if it's not fully roasted, but if you drink some beer afterwards, then you're also going to be okay. All right, interesting Gemara. I don't know if it was interesting, whatever. Yeah, let's just finish off. Right, so the Mishnah says if you drink water for thirst, then you make a bracha. Lafuke mai, like Aaron Kaplan asked, well, would coming exclude what? Why else would you have water? So where it comes to exclude somebody who's choking on a piece of meat, so therefore he's choking on a piece of meat and he takes water to get it to help clear, so then you would not make a bracha. What? What else? Well, yes, and achrona, you wouldn't, for swallowing pills, you would not, right? The same, you would not make a bracha on the drink for swallowing pills. But
if someone is, yeah.
So one second, Yaakov, if you're having a social drink, you're out for drinks, having a social drink, you make a bracha?
Yes, because you're getting hana from it. Right?
If you're choking, there's a havamina for you to go ahead and make a bracha on water.
I don't know if it means mamish choking, like the guy's gonna die. Right? It just thing it means is something stuck in your throat. The only reason why you're having it is because to help clear your throat. Imagine if a guy's choking, that's the last it's the last thing you worry about is a bracha. No? So if you look at the Taisus, right? The Chanakta Yomtza, right? What? Well, that's right. And Chanam. Yeah, that's what we say. V'dafka mayim, see Taisus? V'dafka mayim shein lo hano. Right? It's dafka mayim that there's no benefit. Kiyim lishtois mayim litzimoy, unless you're drinking water because you're thirsty. V'hano the Chanakta Yomtza ain't zen nechshavano. And drinking water because it's something stuck in your throat, so that's not hana. But if you're having any other drink, let's say you got something stuck in your throat, you decide to have soda or a social drink, like you're saying, then that you would have to make a bracha anyways, because you're going to get hana about it. Even if he's drinking that drink because it's getting stuck in his throat, right? Because I'm reading even because we said in the Gemara before that even if it's coming for refu, but since you're enjoying it, then you have to make a bracha. That's why we said you have to make a bracha on cough drops or whatever that taste good. All right? But afterwards you chayiv, so you don't need a bracha achrona either, which is the way we pass them. You would not need to have a bracha achrona. Yeah? Fine.
Take down medicine for some reason with milk.
Yes, that's what we would pass. Yeah. I just wonder if you take milk for heartburn. I think also you would have to, right? Because you enjoy it. Good. Reb Tarfon Omer borei nefashos rabbis v'chasronon. Again, this is talking about Reb Tarfon's opinion is that you make it before the bracha, not shahakol. Right? Amar le Rava bar Rav Chana Labayev Amri le Rav Yosef Hilchos Amai. What is the halacha? Meaning, do we make shahakol before food, or do we make borei nefashos? Amar le Puk Chazi my Amud Devar. Go out and look what everybody does, which is a very interesting thing. The Gemara is not giving a psak. It's saying go out and see how everybody deals with it, and however they deal with it, that's how you're going to make it. So Rashi says, which is obviously the minig. I never heard of anybody making borei nefashos before they drink. Right, he went out, that's what it is. Go out and see. I just wonder if this could change from time to time, or is there like a certain time where, everybody does it this way, and then we don't change after that. That I don't know. All right. Hadron Allah Ketim Avarchin.
Okay. There's a Gemara in Sanhedrin. There's a Gemara in Sanhedrin. I think it's in Sanhedrin.
Yeah.
That it's discussing that there was somebody who went to say a shir, and somebody in the shir, one of the participants had bad breath.
Yeah.
And
So that's the beauty of Zoom.
yes. Anyway, so he said whoever has this bad breath please leave the shear. So I think it was Shmuel Katan.
Oh, yeah. It's the beginning of Sanhedrin, right?
Yeah, Shmuel Katan got up and left. So the
Right,
next day,
he
the
wanted to save them from
son said, "What are you
embarrassment.
doing?" Right. So the Magashir's son said, "How could you be Matzar, my father, by
Right.
eating this thing that's going to cause you bad breath?" He said, "It really wasn't me. It was somebody else. I didn't want to embarrass."
You know the difference we have in here?
Right.
Because of what you
So what are you saying?
No, so what I'm saying is that bad breath
I go shopping
is
sometimes in
just
Chicago.
mental.
I don't go here. I go to Chicago.
I don't know. I don't know what this hang up is with bad breath.
That's what I'm saying. It was a Pasha mental kind.
You don't go tomorrow? I'm going to get custom made food.
Saying you see that I bet bar people in those days.
Yes, 100%.
Well, there's people in this day
Showers,
also.
but bad breath was bothering.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Yisrael, that's what we need.
Kaplan, you're taking my position.
I'll take the Listerine march.
I guess the Kaihanim just run out of strength
I
at
think
night.
he's just depressed about the email that went out last night.
One email.
Yeah, I don't bother. I don't worry about it.
The board of directors have spoken.